Camera's rolling, playback, and action!
Whoa, 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 yeah. I'm sitting here on this mountain. I'm thinking about your creation. It's so beautiful out here.
We're here in South Africa, Cape Town, one of my favorite cities in the whole world. Wherever I travel, I speak about this beautiful city. And we're shooting a music video for the song of from my third album. It's called Close to You, and it's about actually the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I'm really excited. Yesterday we had a long day shoot, and today is the second day. I'm really excited for this day, and inshallah it will be a great day, inshallah.
Why did you choose Cape Town for this music video shoot in particular?
We chose Cape Town because of its beautiful nature, and you know, this song is about creation. The song is about everything, you know, that we see, all the signs from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and how they make us, you know, if we really think about it, automatically it should, or it would, you know, bring us closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, and I've always loved this city and this country, so that's one of the biggest reasons why we wanted to do it here.
Out at the ocean that makes us blue to the universe. Hey, wish I could see the world from space. Yeah, Subhanallah, the creator.
How is your third album different from your previous albums?
My third album is different in many ways, I think. We always try to improve, of course, and we want to create some new stuff for you all. So we got, you know, we work with a lot of different new producers, songwriters, composers, etc. Everything, the sound, everything, like from quality, everything is, you know, trying to raise the bar. And the songs, we have a lot of duets. Yeah, so you'll see, inshallah, you'll see. I'm really excited. I'm really anxious to share with you all.
We've been in the studio for the last 2 years, really, working on this album. It's taken a lot of time. I mean, we've written and worked on maybe 30 songs, even more than that. And we kind of, in the end, we chose the best sort of, you know, best tracks to make it into the album. So we're really excited about the album. Feeling extremely strong album, and you know, we really hope that it will reach a wider audience and inspire people with all the positive messages that it has. All, you know, touch people on an emotional level and inspire them. So yeah. What's the concept for this Close to You music video?
The concept for the music video was to try and sort of follow the concept for the song as closely as possible. The song makes a lot of reference, like direct references to the moon, the stars, the sea, the mountain, and we wanted to kind of get into the listener's imagination a little bit and bring it to life. So we're not just going to kind of, I mean, it's actually really ambitious. We're not just going to allude to this mountain, you know, or try and like suggest that there might be a mountain here. Instead, we're going to make Maher, you know, climb a mountain and shoot it on a drone. So we try to really go into interesting spaces. And then the other thing is, the video or the concept behind the song is like this real kind of celebration of Allah's creation. And we wanted to try and do some sort of justice to how beautiful that creation can be. So we've gone to great lengths to get the most sort of cinematic imagery that we can of beautiful spaces. And you know, the cool thing about that is that we get to spend all day, you know, in a beautiful forest like this, or in a windy ravine like yesterday.
Yeah.
What was anything difficult? Any challenges with this setup?
No, not really. Not for me. You know, I'm sitting here chilling. You know, I always would like to highlight, you know, the crew behind the scenes. They're doing all the hard work. You know, I'm just here waiting, and then they tell me we're ready, and I just come here, perform, or just be in the frame, and that's it.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
See the tree and see the woods. Going back to my roots, born in Africa, 'cause I'm born in Africa, born in Africa, going back to my roots. Born in Lebanon, 'cause I'm born in Lebanon, born in Lebanon. Ya Allah, this is so nice, Allah. Alhamdulillah. This is one part of my job that I really love. I get to travel a lot. I meet a lot of great people, like Mo who's filming me right now. Great, alhamdulillah.
How has it been working with the crew?
Great, great. All of them, Amr, the director, and the rest of the crew are just amazing. You know, very friendly, very professional, very particular. You know, about what they want. So we're really happy, and I'm really excited to see the actual final product later, inshallah.
The really cool thing about working with Maher is that he's really not a diva. You know, like we work with a lot of artists and things like that, and we're really gonna put him through his paces in the next couple of days. Like he's getting into water, he's climbing up rocks, he's gonna have to get close to wild animals and, you know, a bunch of different things. And Maher really just does it with a really good spirit, you know. And I think that it's telling through his music and his fan base. And I think for us to, you know, have any sort of involvement in kind of taking that to people and bringing that message across is really, really rewarding. And I think for Amr as a director, he obviously directs all over the world, and I think it just feels like there's a good fit in terms of people that kind of have a really sort of international view of the world and of audiences and things like that. So I think that's what Amr brings to the party as well. It's just an understanding of a mainstream audience, but with some of the kind of like Islamic, you know, intricacies that you have to keep in mind. So I think that's we're kind of really excited to be able to kind of bring that knowledge to the fore as well. So yeah, I'm trying to show the beauty and majesty of Allah, and it really is just, you really feel like that when you're in this valley. But obviously from a practical perspective, there's a lot that comes with that. So as the environmental officer, we need to kind of be checking out the snakes, we need to be, you know, making sure that like no one falls and hurts themselves and things like that. So there's a lot to think about, and then obviously most importantly we're keeping Maher like safe and making sure that he's like not getting sunburn on day 1, so that day 2 and day 3 he's got like a red nose, you know. There's no place to even use the bathroom here, you know, so we've got a ported toilet, food has to be brought in, we have to be wary of like baboons coming out, because, you know, so we have to kind of keep our food locked up and things like that. So yeah, we're really out here, and hopefully it's going to be worth it. It really, really is. Sometimes this is our office for the day, so it's really cool.
Okay, here we go. Camera's rolling, and they are going to see it. Just hang on a second.
Can you tell us about the challenges we had yesterday in this video?
Yesterday was a little bit tricky in that our location, we had some, you know, we were on location in the Hottentot Mountains in the Steenbos River mouth. So we had quite a lot of issues with wind. So we had a little bit of a late start, but I think we caught up. We basically accomplished, by the end of the day, we accomplished what we set out to. So I mean, it was a little bit stressful, but it was fun.
Cool. And can you tell us about what we're planning to do today?
Today we are in the forest here in Newlands Forest. We're trying to get basically 4 or 5 very pretty shots. So today it's gonna be less of a pressure on us in terms of time, and we're gonna spend more time on actually choosing our frames and getting, you know, the most out of the location basically.
Oh, it's taking my breath away. I'm so blessed out here today. Yeah, Allah, 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 Allah. I see the sun, the stars, the moon. I join them all in praising you. Allah, 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 Allah. I feel alive and I feel so good. I feel so close to you.
So tell me how the day went. Were you happy? Any challenges?
Yeah, today actually went really well. Yesterday was very challenging. We had to go up against the elements. There was a lot of wind, which made shooting quite difficult, particularly the drone shots, as well as some of the canoeing shots. But today, on the other hand, it was great. You know, we had a lot of time here in the forest. The light was beautiful. We had time to kind of get the right performances, finesse the shots, to get some really pretty pictures, and I'm happy. I think the video is going to look really good.
What does the song talk about?
The song's talking about actually just like when I wrote the song, I was sitting on the mountain and I'm thinking and reflecting upon all the beautiful creation that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put out there for us to see and reflect upon. And it just came to my mind, like everything's so beautiful, everything's so perfect. The creation is just there, the signs are there, it's just amazing, So basically it's talking about that.
Can you tell us a bit about working with the drone yesterday and how does that present creatively and logistically?
So a drone is a funny thing. I think creatively a drone is difficult to use because it gives you a really beautiful shot, but you want it to be motivated, You don't want all these sweeping shots just because they look cool. You want to still feel the character, you want to still build a storyline that's there. So on the one hand, we really wanted to use the drone sparingly, just at particular moments of interest. And then on the other hand, we were forced to use it extremely sparingly because it was so windy we couldn't send the drone up. We sat there for hours waiting for the wind to die down. Eventually it didn't really die down, but the operator thankfully was proficient enough to try in a few instances to get it up. And at the end of the day, we managed to get the main shots that we really wanted. A couple of the wish list shots unfortunately had to fall by the wayside. But I still think it's going to bring a level of excitement to the video that we wouldn't have achieved without a drone.
What is it like working with Maher Zain?
It's terrible. It's really good. I think the interesting thing about Maher is he's really funny. He's actually a bit of a joker, so the crew really enjoys him. But when it's time to work, he's also willing to work hard. I mean, I was telling someone earlier that we're up here in the mountain, as you can see.
You're talking about me, huh?
Yeah.
You're talking about terrible. You heard
Well,
that?
I'll tell you what I was saying. I was telling someone earlier, we're up here in the mountain and the crew had to bring all this gear up from base camp quite far away and bring it up to the mountain. And we had to do it once, right? And then we moved our way down. But Maher, for the shot, had to walk up and down this mountain over and over and over again.
5 minutes.
And
5 meters.
Well, now I want you to know something. You can tell from the t-shirt I'm wearing, it's actually summer out here. And this poor man, he's actually taken some of the clothing off. We've dressed him like he's in a Canadian winter.
Yeah.
So he's suffering out there. So he's a hard worker.
Hot. But still, man, it was a pleasure. This guy's the man, Amr. It has been a pleasure, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the video, man. I think everyone out there is also looking forward and very excited. And tomorrow we have a good day, a big day actually. So I'm looking forward to it.
Got some lions tomorrow.
Alright, see you tomorrow.
And it's taking my breath away. Hey, I'm so thankful I can say, just say Allah, 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 Allah. I see the sun, the stars, the moon. I join them all in praising you. Allah, Allah, Allah. So close to you.
Almost there.
Just about safety on set, and there was a concern earlier.
Basically on set, the grips are the safety officers, but because the set is always a dynamic environment with a lot of equipment, camera and otherwise, it's in use. Safety is always a concern, so not only the grip, but every person, especially the AD who is working on set, needs to keep an eye out for the safety of all the other crew members. And earlier we had a situation where somebody was standing below an area where the camera was at work, where there were lenses being changed, and there was a real concern that should anything happen, like a lens fall out of the hand while it's changing, that it could actually injure somebody. So there's always that kind of thing to pay attention to, and to watch out for people come into dangerous areas without realizing it, etc. Because accidents do happen, and like I say, a film set is a dynamic environment. There's things happening, changing all the time. So,
And just one last one. I want to know, when you're balancing on a rock, looking down on a cliff, did you feel scared at all? How do you think it's gonna look?
Yeah, yesterday we had, I was climbing the mountain, and it was like some beautiful shots from above, like a helicopter. So some places were really scary because I was standing on a rock and looking down, etc. It will look, I think, even worse on camera, but it was nice. I really loved it.
Cool.
Great.
Fake this. This man has to go all the way up.
The thing is, like, there was a clip over there.
Yeah.
You went. I thought you went 2 times. That was like rock that was really high. I wanted to go up there and just like. It looks so nice, but I need a little bit. Like, what I wanted to say.
Here it goes. I love it. 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 I see the sun, the stars, the moon. I join them all in praising you. Allah, Allah, Allah. I feel alive and I feel so good. I feel so close to you.